So here I was feeling bad that I had a whole long weekend off, and I'm like, oh, this is great. I did work an extra shift on Thursday instead of having Thursday off in the evening. But I thought, well, yippee-ki-yay, what is today? Today is Saturday, I think. Or is today Sunday, guys? I don't know. I think it's Saturday. Anyway, so I had Friday off. I got home 10 o'clock on Thursday, had Friday off. And I was just so B12. So like, okay, hey, I've got a whole weekend off to rest. Got somebody working for me Sunday night, and I just get a call 2:30 in the afternoon. It's like, where are you? What? Apparently I'm on the schedule for some other house. But luckily there's a client that lives in the town where I am, and he needs picked up. So I'm going to clock in, pick him up, and run to work until 10 o'clock tonight. I don't know how that happened. It's the first time that's ever happened to me in 10 years. Oh, maybe one other time, but I can't remember it. Alright, well, we'll have to vloggy later and do the pizza I was going to do tomorrow. And lucky thing I ate some eggs today, huh? And my keto coffee. Now I'll take all my meds and grab a fat bomb, and I'm on my way. Bye-bye. Love y'all. Camera fell, battery fell out, back fell off, but this one went back together, unlike the 8-man. Got it fixed. These are raw. They taste pretty good raw. I'm not complaining. But I think they'll be a little better if we fry them up just a little bit with some coconut oil. I'm going to use the rest of this one. Boy, I can't wait for my big jar to get here from Amazon. That's the good stuff. This is good. It's from Aldi's. I think it's a little expensive for what you get. I get it so much cheaper. I'm going to put quite a bit of oil in there. Maybe a half to 3/4 of a cup there. And we'll set those babies to frying with some salt on them. This will be to taste. I'm just starting out with that much salt. We'll add more later. And what am I having for dinner? Well, since it's so late, if I feel like having anything, we're going to cool hand Luke it again. I'd have rather had the pizza, but now I don't have time. Well, at least I got my trash emptied today and half my dishes done before I realized I had to go back to work. Great. Alright, I'll let you see what these peanuts look like when I'm done. We'll find out together. I had an interesting discussion with the woman tonight about the keto diet while I'm sitting here stirring my peanuts. They smell heavenly, by the way. That coconut oil and salt. They're starting to get a little browner. Here's one. I'm going to taste it. Hot. I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to continue to stir these while the rest of them kind of brown up. When they start browning, they go fast. You got to start stirring quick. That's what I've noticed. Now I'm going to put all this coconut oil, salt, and all these peanuts into my food processor together. And we'll see what this tastes like, if it's any better than baking them. First, I'm going to let them cool down. Kind of reminds me of vermicelli. You know the way vermicelli is like all white and kind of looking, and then all of a sudden it just starts turning brown. Kind of what the peanuts did. It's all white and yucky looking, and all of a sudden they just start turning real dark brown. It's like, one of them's burnt. I love burnt things. Maybe I like burnt peanuts. You know, they look like one of those bugs. Like a June bug, and it's a peanut. Next thing you know, I'll be picking up a June bug and eating it and thinking it's a peanut. Scary. Alright. Just the way I think. Alright. Cool down, guys. Cool down. So, I had an interesting conversation with this woman while I was at work tonight. Let me put the light over here. And, she and I were talking about the keto diet. And she said, oh, I could never do that diet. I can't do a diet where it tells you you can't have things. And I said, well, actually, the only thing you can't have is carbohydrates. You know, sugars, carbohydrates, things like that. Oh, she says, I know. The minute you tell me I can't have those, that's what I want. That's what I want. And I said, well, that's really not the way I ever thought about it. I always thought it was just like, hey, there's one thing in this world that makes you sick. One thing in this world that makes you fat. One thing in this world that attacks your body on a cellular level and messes you up, and that is sugar and carbohydrates. So all you got to do is just not eat those, which opens up food for thought of, well, look at all the things I can eat. I can eat oils, I can eat peanuts, I can eat meat, I can eat bacon, eggs. There's all kinds of things I can eat. Flax seeds, almonds. You know, to me, it was more about the things I could eat rather than the things I can't eat. So that was very interesting, you know. It's not that you are giving up, but you're replacing and thinking new thoughts is kind of my way of thinking. Just wrapping my head around food differently and seeing it differently. And I know the peanut controversy goes on, but hey, it's got good oils in it and good fats and good, net carbs. I'm going to eat one here that's looks like a June bug. That's a delicious June bug. I think I kind of like fried peanuts. Oh, rather delicious. Maybe not for everybody, but I like it. Sprinkle in a little my high test stevia here. That should be plenty right there. We've already got the salt in there, and we'll clamp the lid on and we'll let her rip. And there we have it. That is smoother than the last one. Went quicker too with the extra oil and doing it while it's hot. It's still got that little bit of chunky consistency, which I kind of like. Maybe you would say gritty, but it'll solid up because of the coconut oil, and if I put it in the refrigerator, or if it cools off any here in Missouri, which it has been doing. So I'm going to pour this into my jar. Oh, look at that. That's much better than the last time, I think. That would be a lovely gift for somebody for Christmas, you know. I got this jar at the Dollar Tree. Wouldn't that be a beautiful gift for somebody? I'm going to put the rest of it in this empty coconut jar. Why not? Waste not, want not. I like that kind of fried peanut flavor. I think I'm going to do it like this from now on. That's a winner. Okay, now we've learned how to make peanut butter over and over. I think we're done with that. Now I'll put it back in the sink. I may just lick it clean first. So yeah, I don't think keto dieting is thinking about what you can't have as much as it is about what you can have. And was it work tonight and they made hamburgers. I just said, hey, give me a piece of lettuce and a couple of burgers, a piece of cheese, and I'm good to roll. You can always make do, you know. And I tried to explain to her that after you give up the carbs for about 2 weeks, you really stop having that Jonesy cravey feeling. Of course, she didn't believe me. Anyone who hasn't keto just can't believe it. So, like I said, well, try it yourself and see what it does for you. In the meantime, I think I'm going to get something to drink, an egg or two, and hope I don't suck the yolk down my lung like I did this morning. Never breathe when eating dry egg yolks. I about died. I coughed so hard I felt like I had electric shocks in my back. It was terrible. So I'll be careful eating these eggs and probably have 2 or 3 of them, and I'm be ready for bed. And this is going in the fridge to solid up, or maybe I'll just let it sit here on the countertop and cool off this evening. And then whenever I need a little peanut butter, well, there you go. It's just easy to make, and it's a lot cheaper than buying it in the stores. I can tell you that. By the time I portion out that $10 worth of peanuts I got off of Amazon, I can make a lot of peanut butter. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity. And I guess I didn't get my long weekend. Alright, love you all. Bye-bye.